Hey everybody, what's up? It is Dom here, back once again for Pro Wrestling Sim. Taking a look at the game after a week of development, giving you guys the initial thought of its early access release on Steam, and kind of just how overall thoughts and how it compares, honestly. Starting off here from the version I played way back the week before it dropped publicly on Steam for everybody to get their hands on. It was just a plain black screen. So you guys have this nice little splash screen here with the blue, whatever's going on here, like radial effect going back and forth, back and forth. I think the more you look at it, the more you'll see kind of the radial in the middle. Of course, we're on version 0.56 right now. You got some stuff on the top about how you can stay connected through the Twitters and subreddits and all that. Also on the bottom right for some stuff for helping people out where they can just instantly get to directories for like image folders and stuff like that, and then it'll pop up, which is really nice. There's also a credit scene here, which is pretty cool. Go to edit database here. We've got some more helpful scripts that we can get our hands on. Let me just click on one of the immortals. And you guys can see we got stuff for randomizing contracts, converting stuff for TW 2020, let's just be honest. Auto signing pushes, stat variants, stuff like that, which is pretty cool there to keep it like refreshed. Overall, I'm liking the direction of the game. I've been playing a lot of this one specifically because it's on Steam and because it's just faster for booking stuff. Maybe because there's not as much like complexity, I guess you would say, with the game, but also just the look and feel of it is more modern, I guess you would say. So, is it a TW killer? Probably not. I think the people who have the drive for the complexity of TW will definitely be there. There's other wrestling sim games out there. I think like Journey of Wrestling, of course, prior TW games like EWR, even still have fan bases to this day. And how this game stands up to them, I've said it since the beginning. It's on Steam. It's got the most amount of accessibility. It's not been overhyped, which is nice. Everything that it says it is, it is. Every flaw that it has when it comes to being in early access, or the money's not really working out that well, or a couple little errors here and there. When it came to like the dates, like being on the wrong day for shows and stuff like that, they're all slowly getting fixed here and there. And I think that's when, over time, you'll see this game being even more complex than what it is right now. And I just hope that it'll still be able to keep the speed, so to say, of being able to just go into things and get into them really quickly and do stuff, because I really enjoy that part of this game in particular. And so far the game's been updated like every single day. I like that. But in the same way, I think TW was updated pretty regularly the first week. So I just hope that with this game, it still has regular updates, and kind of something like to really get excited for. Even like this right here, if you look at how like this screen is looking for like, I guess I'm colorblind essentially, because I showed my friend this and he noticed no difference, but then I did with like how this was set up here. I can see even like more stuff in the about section and more filters and new gimmicks and stuff, which is really cool. I'll take us to the booking screen real quick. All right, here we are on the booking screen. Before we go off here, and I'll show you kind of just more about what I enjoy about this booking screen. I will say, from modders and everything, of course, we were probably a couple weeks off, if not months, from like a fully fledged out database made from scratch, that's not just something converted and then tweaked over. If people are like working like tirelessly on those, there's still stuff like this as I'm using like the War of the Immortal 6 converted, which Janice is looking to bring over with his own little touch to this game, which would be really nice to see. And of course this game still needs things implemented for mod makers to use as tools like alter egos and whatnot. That's all stuff that's coming that I am really much looking forward to, of course. But I would say definitely seeing the modding support, from a lot of like the head mod makers within like the little wrestling booking community is something that's really cool to see. I would just sitting here like quietly booking. We've talked about this before. It would be nice to have like a little, like some little sounds, whether it be like a beep or a boop, or just something, just add a little bit of like a little flavor to it. You know what I mean? But just in the first week here, we now have things where you can like drag and drop teams, which is amazing. I think just the ability for like the drag and drop thing is just, I love it. It makes booking so much easier. I know as time goes on, it'll probably get even more like complex with the stuff you can do, but I like how it just tells you, straightforward. There's not as much like clicking, which is nice. You could like minimal clicking, and as far as I can see, this game I've had like maybe one pop up or two, and they were just like confirmation pop ups. They weren't like anything major. I'm looking forward, of course, to being able to like use your own text, as well as probably just some more like match gimmick types. I think that'll be more fun to see there. But the simplicity of the game, I think, is the biggest selling point behind it all, which is just really, really nice to see. If I go here, let's kind of show you, if you guys compare to like prior videos to like this one, how things look even on like the end screen here, if we've done and like booked everything. Let's just add all that stuff there. You can see, we have now stuff for crowd reactions, which is nice. Got stuff where it says like their names up here, and it's like stuff like that, which is really cool to see. All in all, it is a very nice little game on Steam that you can pick up for $20. I think the price is also very generous, giving like the longevity of how much you can get out of this game, and the I should say more like replay factor of it. You get as much as you want to give into it, whether you want to type to your heart's desire or fantasy booking scenario, or you just want to go in and just be like, hey, let's see what I can do real quick for about 5 minutes. Being able to see a game's progression also over time, which would be really nice. This isn't a game that'll have DLC. I don't see at all how they could include DLC. So in terms of the developer making the money back on the game, it really comes down to having the accessibility on Steam to be able to market that game out to everybody. And even then, you only need to own one copy of this game. As soon as you buy one copy of it on Steam, you can take it to the next computer and the next and the next, which is really nice. It's the best part about the accessibility, not only from the point of the user, where you can just bring it from any computer you got, but also in the point where the game has such a wide audience, because most PC users for gaming are on Steam. So with that being said, that's kind of like my overall final thoughts on Pro Wrestling Sim on like the first week of things. It's definitely, I would recommend picking up if you're a fan of professional wrestling, because you can convert anything from that's been done in like other booking wrestling games and bring them over here, as well as modders are working on stuff tirelessly, or you can make your own stuff. I'm excited to see what goes on with like animated GIFs, however you want to call them. I think that's really cool, and there's just a lot of cool things going on for the community. I like seeing people post their things and whatnot, and yeah, definitely stay tuned for some stuff. I'm even doing stuff on the channel for AEW Dynamite. I'll probably do a couple streams here and there. But other than that, everybody, tell me, what do you guys enjoy the most about the game? What do you guys want to see next out of the game? Like, what are some things you want to see done? For me in particular, I think it's just the refinement of, like, as you can see, I'm negative $23 million in debt. So that's one big thing I would like to see kind of there. Auto pushing for my roster, that'd be nice, but and like filtering for like stables when I'm booking, because I already got stuff for tag teams now. I think a filtering for stable would be pretty nice, but other than that, a lot of things are just, it feels good, it feels right in the like progression of how this game is going right now. So I will see you guys next time. And next time we do one of these like overview reviews of the game, it'll probably be like months down the line when this game has even more content. So this is just the initial impressions of like the first week of it being out. So I'm very excited to see where this game goes in the future. That being said, everybody, keep it safe, and we'll see you all next time. Peace out.